Welcome back to Hollywood Interviews, y'all. We have the most amazing guest with us today, Valyn Hall. Valyn, how are you doing today?
Pretty good.
That is awesome. Y'all know Valyn. She plays Aunt Tiffany on The Righteous Gemstone.
Home. The baby Billy be just a dream that don't exist no more. Except for this kid he put in me that I'm gonna have to raise by myself with no money.
I kind of feel like you should.
Which, in my opinion, is the best character on the show. It's my favorite character, by far. By far my favorite character. Also, you all know that me and Noah work on The Righteous Gemstones. And here's a cool fact. These two right here are the only people I've never done a single scene with.
That's wild.
What?
So when they started shooting those beach scenes at the end with the toilet and stuff, I was in Atlanta shooting a short film and couldn't get back for those scenes. And I was very upset because my favorite character, and I didn't get to shoot any scenes with you. And
you didn't get to see the toilet baby.
I did not get to see the toilet baby until
that was a whole thing. That was a whole day. Everyone was just like, oh, they did it.
We're gonna be getting into the toilet baby. All right. Now, the first thing we do is we ask our guests, how did you get started in this crazy world of film and television?
In film and television. Well, when I was little, I thought that when you grow up, you go live in the TV and you have your TV job. So whenever I would say things like, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a lawyer, what I meant was I want to be a TV doctor, or I want to be a TV lawyer. And that's the TV job I'll have when I grow up, and everybody can watch me where I live in the TV. I was upset to find out that was not true. When I grew up,
breaking people's hearts out. They break all the viewers' hearts. Oh.
They're like, "What? You don't live in the TV?" But yeah, so I never thought I wouldn't be an actor, which is weird, I guess. But yeah, I was just like, "Oh, that's what you do, right? You grow up and you live in the TV and you be an actor, right? That's what you do." Which it's just crazy, because I grew up in Georgia and there was no film industry where I was growing up at the time. But I found this crazy competition. It was like the Wilhelmina Models and Talent competition, and it turned out to be a scam. Actually, you had to pay to do it, and like a bunch of people lost a ton of money, but I paid the fee. I went and did like an audition there, and there was actually some real rep there. And so my now manager found me there and was like, you should come to New York and, we'll get you rep. And I was like, sure. And my mom was like, sure. I was 17 at the time. And but my manager Brian was like, no, this is real, I promise you. So we went up and he did everything he promised he would do, got me rep, and I just have been acting ever since.
It's excellent story. So one of my questions obviously was, how'd you get into the character of Aunt Tiffany? But I can hear the Georgia in your voice already. Yeah. So I'm from Silva, North Carolina. It's in the mountains. Right. So I knew a lot of Aunt Tiffany's, literally. That's how they talk. That's how they look. That's how they act. So certainly that part of your performance, I'm like, oh, it's like going home. That's fantastic.
Yeah. I'm from Atlanta originally, but yeah, we have our redneck past for sure.
Oh, 100%.
We all do.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It bleeds down. It can't help but bleed down.
Especially if you're like, if you get mad or if you've had even like 2 drinks.
Mm-hmm.
It's just there.
Now down here in Charleston, that Charleston accent tries to come in, but it's still no. When it's time to fix your car, I'm gonna get my oil changed.
I'm gonna get my oil changed, yes. But in Charleston, it's more like elegant. It's not as dirty.
Definitely not as dirty.
as us hill people.
Yeah. I'm gonna sip some mint juleps on the porch. Yeah, it's all that.
Mint juleps on the porch. Yeah.
There you go. That's yes.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be great? Season 3, Aunt Tiffany's super refined now, and
somehow
on the front porch. So how'd you land the part in Russian?
Through my rep, I have an agent here in Atlanta. I'm with Atlanta Models and Talent. Agent Jason sent me out for the part, and I sent in a tape, And I never say this about myself. I literally never have, but I nailed it. Like
Nice.
when I put myself on tape for it, the person taping was like, "Do you want to do another take?" I was like, "I do not. I liked that." Like, and I never do that. It was the way the writers put her forward was just so clear. Like, they do such a good job of helping you to already know what they're like and what they're gonna do, and you know, she was just easy to figure out. And so yeah, they put me on tape, got a call back, went in the room with Danny and Jody and David, and I was like, oh cool, Danny McBride's here. Great, because it's usually you don't get like all the higher ups on your first callback. It's usually you go through like 2 or 3, and then you finally get to like the big ones. And they were all there, and I was like, I'm gonna vomit, but I can't because then it won't
pressure.
apart.
But Aunt Tiffany vomit.
Yeah. You're right. That would be bad. I don't remember anything. I like blacked out. Apparently, I did it, and I did a good job. Literally, the only thing I remember is Danny McBride laughing at one part of my audition, and I was like, "Oh, good, cool. I can get hit by a truck now and be fine with that." Like,
I thought, yeah, that's the same thing with Danny. When I don't know about Noah, but the first time I met Danny was in a scene, and we were outside, middle of summer. He has all this makeup on, and he's literally, this can sound weird, but he's glistening in the sunshine. And I was like, oh my God, that's Danny McBride.
Right.
He's like a vampire from Twilight.
Yeah, it's like
tell him that next time you see him.
Oh,
I will say that to him.
Yeah. See how he likes that. That's good. No, that's absolutely, and I like that because, you know, sometimes in life it happens a lot with sports. I played a lot of sports growing up. There's a moment when you know that like you're gonna hit. There's a moment. You got it. You feel it, and that's really cool because I think a lot of people can learn from this sort of information where there's sort of a ball of nerves, but you know, if you got that, you have a gut instinct for a reason. You know, that first take, you may have gotten in your head to do 2 or 3 more, and it wouldn't be as real and as good as that first take. So
absolutely, yeah. I got lucky that I didn't let myself get myself out of what I was doing. Like, I didn't get in my own way for once.
Nice. Yeah, that's good advice.
Yeah, don't get in your own way. Follow your instincts.
Exactly. So Valyn, okay, so in the industry, when we have scenes or a part where we're going to be married to somebody or have a husband or somebody on screen, you know, we had those conversations with our significant others. What was it like going home and telling your husband that you're going to be married to Walter Goggins?
It was a day. Walton is like the nicest guy on the planet. Super like great actor, like wants to help you do the work so that the scene is amazing. And I was so lucky because I had never played anybody's wife on TV before, and I was like, oh, I have a partner. This is going to be neat. And he was perfect. He was just the perfect first person for that. Like, he took me by the hand and was like, here's what we're going to do. And I was like, yes, let's do that. But yeah, after doing all of the scenes and going home and telling my husband, he was like, okay. Like, and then one of them I completely forgot about, the infamous car scene.
That's on t-shirt. What he says is on t-shirts, you know.
Yep.
So that's a moment.
So that scene took so long to do, with the whole accident and everything. I literally just blocked it out. Like, I don't remember doing a lot of it because it was night shoots. So you're working until like 8 in-the-morning. And I forgot to tell my husband about that sensitive scene. And he saw it and he was like, and I was like, yeah, I forgot. But it's totally fine because it's movies magic, you know? It's just
magic, yes.
It's a movie. And he was like, yeah, no, I get that, but I wish you would have told me. And I was like, nope, that's fair. That's totally fair.
That's learned.
Yep.
But we've watched Annie and Walton act together, and people that don't know this, they do a lot of improv.
They do.
So David or Jody will do the scene the way it's written, and then they just go off and
they spitball. They throw things out at you.
When you were doing scenes with Walton and them, was there a lot of improving going on? Did they let you improv?
They do. Most of my improv is usually reactions. The writing is just so good. I feel bad even touching it. Like Danny and Walton and Judy and Tim and all of these amazing actors, Keith and Tony, and Adam, are like learned, trained improvisational actors. I'm just weird. And so I feel like my comedy is more in my reactions than in my words. So anytime you see Tiffany making a weird face or doing something just insane, it's a lot of times it's just me being a weirdo. I will say I did come up with stove soup. I was proud of stove soup.
So good.
What about Funyuns? Is that in the script, or did you make that up?
Funyuns, that was in the script. That was in the script, and everybody asked me, they're like, "Was that so weird to you?" I was like, "No, that was entirely organic. It makes so much sense to me. I didn't even question it. I didn't even ask who wrote it. I was just like, yeah, Funyuns. That makes sense."
For everyone watching at the craft table, I don't think I ever saw Funyuns on the set of Righteous Gemstones.
No, they were there that one day that you were in Atlanta.
And then never again.
And never again. Yeah, I ate it. Shit ton of Funyuns, though.
On any set I've been on, there was a shit ton of fruit on the set of Righteous Gemstones. My goodness.
We like our fruit. You got to stay regular, man. It's important.
It is.
But yeah, Funyuns are luckily insanely delicious.
They
all
are.
I got.
They really, and it's such a South treat too. So
really
I like West Coast folks or people from the North, they're watching and like, what even is a Funyun?
Yeah,
right?
what's a Funyun?
Oh yeah.
They got no idea. Well, drink a glass of cheer wine with it, and then you're gonna know.
Yeah.
Cheer wine and Funyuns. That's truck stop food. We like that.
That's going out. That's going out. Oh my God. You ready for the NASCAR?
Yeah.
It's so good. So obviously, so your character was wonderful in season 1. Season 2, you have a lot more to work with, and you have like almost like some great. I hate the term girl power, but I mean, you have this really empowering moment or two in the season. And have you had what's the fan reaction been like since the season 2 has wrapped and has been out there on HBO Max for a while?
So far, everyone's been super positive. Like I was blown away by how nice everyone has been about Tiffany. Like apparently she's just a likable lady, and I'm so excited because it could have, she very well could have been a cliche, like just a dumb hillbilly, but she has her own thing going on. There's something going on up there. We will never know what it is. You can't tell, but there's definitely something going on in there. And she's not stupid. It's not that she can't learn. She hasn't learned, she's been tucked up in the hills. So she knows what's been around her, and that's it. And I think being around the Gemstones and being around other people has really opened up her eyes to like, oh, this is how other people are. This is, and I've learned, Tiffany learns new words and learns new phrases, and, Judy teaches her how to clean herself. She learns about angles, buttholes, and coochie. You got to clean those. But yeah, she's more complex than she could have been. It could have been a super cliche, just one note character. But Jody and David Gordon Green and Danny are really good about letting an actor sort of have their interpretation on top of theirs. They always bring you back to center if you've gone too far, but they give you some slack, some room to really flesh out your character.
That's fantastic. A lot of directors and creators aren't like that. They're like, it's 100% my,
and that's fine. There's no one way to be, you know. I think both ways are ways that work clearly, because, you know, you see great performances from both sides. But it is nice to just be able to be your weird ass self,
exactly.
or your weird ass character,
or both.
Yeah, or both. Exactly.
Awesome. Yeah, so let's jump into the famous scene from this past season, Toilet Baby. What was that when that was pitched to you? What were you thinking? Like, what was going through your head?
Literally just, oh yeah, yep. Like because it's them, you know, it's Danny, it's Jody, it's David Gordon Green. It's gonna be a little gross and really funny, and it's probably gonna be sweet at some point, regardless of what it is. There's gonna be some kind of goo involved, always.
Oh, yeah.
And there's always gonna be a big change. Like, and it was just perfect. Like I felt so weird. I was like, cool, I'm trying to give birth in a porta potty in front of Joe Jonas. This is gonna be nuts. And it was.
That's a fever dream someone had.
Yeah, like
Good
poor
Lord.
Joe Jonas shows up on set and he's like, oh, we're literally doing, okay, we're doing this. And he was a very cool dude. He like was down for everything, just like a very down actor, just ready to go. When they pulled out the fake baby with blue toilet goo all over it, he was like, yes, let's do this.
Definitely the best of season 2 right there.
Yeah. Like, that's one of probably the number one question I've been asked was, what was on the baby? It was blue yogurt.
Oh, okay. Blue yogurt.
Yep.
Nice.
Blue yogurt on the real baby.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, it's good. Nice probiotics, you know.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Right.
Good for your skin.
Good for your skin. You know? Hey, back to the mountain holler thing. I knew ladies put in their hair.
That's right.
Up.
Exactly.
Sure did.
Mayonnaise and lemon. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Totally.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Welcome to our beauty vlog where we're talking about
beauty blog.
Yes. If you get a sunburn, white butter on it.
It's funny that you bring that up, because I did hair for 10 years before
cool.
acting. Yeah.
Do you like that?
It was fun. It was a hustle. I got too old. Couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Couldn't work the 80-hour week that's
a lot.
Is demanded to make enough money to like do your whole life anymore. But it was super fun. I did hair and makeup for like weddings and
cool.
And then I worked on some short films and things like that. And then, you know, I worked at salons, and it was fun. It was a good day job.
That's those are just hardworking people. Like some of the most hardworking people I've known.
Absolutely.
Takes a lot, you know. Takes a lot out of somebody. I noticed, you know, going on this set, everyone was so wonderful. Like that's one thing I really enjoyed between, you know, folks like you and even just crafty and hair and makeup. Everyone was sweet as sugar. The PAs, you know, were wonderful. They put up a lot. We're dealing in this COVID world, and they had to create this whole new team of folks. And I'd never met someone that wasn't having, at least trying to present that they were having a great day and very helpful. So that's one thing I will say about you're working on the gym.
Completely agree. I got so lucky that I got on this show with these people. Like, I wake up every morning like, how did I do that? Like, how do I deserve? I don't know, but it's fine. I got it. Like,
and the momentum's there. You know, season 1 had, you know, its followers, but season 2 really shone a spotlight. So I think that like from season 3 is just starts filming next month in June, I believe.
I think that's right.
Yeah. So for the folks that are watching who are from the Charleston area, I like to always give a shout out to Charleston. What was it like working here in Charleston?
You guys have some amazing food.
There it is. Absolutely.
It's the food for me, bro. Like, it's the food. just
God.
all the daggone seafood you can eat. Like,
And
And
fresh.
so fresh.
It's
and it's
not that-
yeah, like here in Atlanta they have to ship it in, like, and so yeah, no, it's the seafood for me. And the people are great, and just like it's super walkable, which I love. Like you can
Mhm.
walk everywhere. Beach is right there if you want to go to the beach. I gotta give a shout out to Booze Pops because that's amazing.
Yes.
Damn, it's great. Seriously,
don't-
Booze Pop is revolutionary down
Why
here.
don't we have that everywhere?
And we
Everywhere.
have 3 of them in Charleston now.
There's 5.
Yeah.
5 of them now. Yeah, it's 2 of them are in walking distance of one another downtown. Like,
And you
one's
need
on
that.
one's- yeah.
Yes.
You need
By the
that.
time you get to the other side, it's and now they have a shawarma cart next to the one, so you can get your shawarma on and get your
Get your
booze on.
shawarma and your Booze Pops. What else do you need? What other city can give you that? No city, sir. That's what I say.
Let's change this down a line. Welcome to Charleston. You got your shawarma, Booze Pops, Funyuns.
Booze Pops, oysters, Funyuns.
Funyuns.
Booze Pops is a revelation, and I am sad we do not have it here
Yeah.
in Atlanta.
Booze
That
Pop
is-
franchise. Come on, franchise opportunities here.
It's actually, that's hilarious. What somebody asked me once, they were like, since you, this is a crazy question, since you've been on the HBO show, who's the craziest person that's followed you on Instagram? Like the best follow so far? And it's 100% Booze Pops.
That's such a great answer. 100%.
I like started screaming. My husband was like, what? I was like, Booze Pops, follow me on Instagram, y'all. And he was like, God, Jesus. Like,
God, Jesus. First not telling me about Walton Goggins. Now it's about Booze Pop. Oh my gosh. But yeah, everyone that visits Charleston, get it. It's also 100 degrees and 100% humidity in the summertime. You're going to need some Booze Pops.
that low country humidity is no joke.
No.
It's humid here in Atlanta, but in Charleston, it's a whole different thing. It's worse than Florida.
It is.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
And you know,
I wasn't prepared.
Yeah.
some of the scenes too, because it was like we had to pretend. Now a lot of these scenes didn't end up in the season. We did the COVID scenes, and
Yep.
we had to pretend that it's fall.
But yeah, you're in sweaters.
So I remember one scene. It's I had to wear a hoodie and jeans, and it's like 98 degrees out. And it's me, Danny, Cassidy, and Edie on these stairs with some other people, and we're just drenched in sweat.
Yeah.
And these big fans outside, and the PAs are just bum rushing us water, and it's like, can we just please go back inside? But no, we had to sit out there with these thick fence things, and it's terrible.
Yeah,
rough.
It's hot. It's hot, and yeah, I had to wear the belly the whole time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Ooh.
And then the baptism scene, that is literally just a metal building. Here's a little movie magic for you. That is a warehouse in the middle of North Charleston. And, it is movie magic. It's like stepping on TV. I love being on just the sets. People that build sets, that's an art I would love to do.
And the people who build that set, they are geniuses. Like,
crazy.
that thing was nuts.
But yeah, definitely industrial sized fans, because that wasn't built to house people.
Nope.
No.
Not for sentient beings at all. That warehouse. And there was no potty. You had to go outside and around.
Yep.
And when it started monsooning, because it's Charleston in the summertime, you had to just figure it out.
It was. I remember that too. It was raining like crazy one time.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. And then I thought that because I was right by that, there's a porn store right by that.
Yeah.
And I thought, okay, that's where the baptism scene is going to take place. Of course, BJ's going to baptize at a porn store. I'm like, no.
A dude named BJ would definitely get baptized near a porn store.
100%. He probably has. That's
this is not a knock on BJ's. BJ's are good people.
Yeah, they're good people. Good people.
Yes.
God dang, now that's one of my favorites. That whole thing was hilarious. And poor John Goodman, that water was cold as hell. He was literally freezing his ass off inside that baptism.
Yeah, he was freezing his ass off, and we were all sweating our asses off. And
Exactly.
it was just
Weird.
there's no in between.
Can I jump in that thing real quick? Just dive in real quick.
It was so worth it, though. That scene was absolutely amazing.
Brilliant, absolutely. And the after party, all of there was thousands. Macaulay Culkin, Jason Schwartzman, all of the different. It was just such a great. I can't wait for season 3.
Me too.
Without giving any spoilers, obviously, because that's not happened yet. On a scale of 1 to 10, for the folks that are watching, how likely is it that we're going to see Aunt Tiffany in season 3?
On a scale of 1 to pretty likely, it's pretty likely.
There we go. I'd be heartbroken if it was oh no. Even if you were joking or lying, I would still be like, no, that can't be.
I know. I think it's pretty likely. Can't give away anything, but I don't know. I think it's pretty likely.
Pretty likely. And for Rough House Picture Shop, we finally got like Aunt Tiffany related things. There's dumpster baby pins and stuff, but we need full shirts. We need Aunt Tiffany, more merch. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, more merch.
More Aunt Tiffany merch, because they got a great merch.
There's the toilet baby pin, and then there's the ABC pin.
That's right, toilet baby and the ABC pin. We need a full shirt. That's what we need.
Yeah, we need a shirt. We need an Aunt Tiffy shirt.
You know what else we need? And I told this to Noah after we got done watching the episode where you're on the bus and doing the stuff with Edie. We need a movie with you and Edie, where you two have the coolest chemistry.
A road trip movie?
A road trip movie. Something where it's just the two of you. So I'm throwing that out in the universe. Hopefully it happens, because
I sanction this. I sanction this idea.
Yeah,
100%.
I'm super down.
And I feel like Edie would be down.
Edie is one of the most hilarious people I've ever met in my life. She's so good, it's scary, and it's not even intimidating. She's just good, and you're fine with it regardless. Like it's just there. She just has it. That woman is hilarious. Like.
And she's the nicest. She's the nicest person I've met in Hollywood yet.
She really is.
She is
just like
crazy nice.
Salt of the earth, cool ass lady. Like we all got so lucky.
All of you guys are just the coolest salt of the earth people. I mean, really, like, even for doing this kind of thing, it's just, I can't be thankful enough, for you to show,
You guys are super chill, and I'm super excited I got to hang out with you.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Dustin, do you have any wrap-up questions?
I'm glad you said that, because like I said before, you're the only person I get to work with on Gemstones, and it's cool. I kind of get to work with you now. So this is cool. You're awesome. And hopefully there is some more Aunt Tiffany on season 3. And I'll make sure for the next 6 months that I'm not doing anything but Gemstones.
Yeah, come on now. You miss it. The one day you're not.
Yep. Don't do it, man. You got to be there.
Exactly.
I don't care if Kevin Smith calls. I don't care if
Whoa.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I love Gemstones is one of my favorite things to work on, but Kevin, that's my guy.
No, that's fair. If Kevin Smith called, I might have to take a sick day from Gemstones as well.
Exactly. Oh man, that would.
So, Valyn, what are you working on now? So, what do you have?
What am I working on now? Right now, literally not anything. It's pretty dead for my category right now. But the pandemic plays into that. Things are still ramping back up, or things are kind of leveling. Yeah. Which is sort of fine. I don't mind like getting my bearings back after this whole nightmare of.
Sure. It's a nice reset for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I've been getting more auditions lately though, so that's good. So things seem to be ramping back up. Haven't heard anything, but literally it was last week when auditions started ramping back up. So it's normal to not hear anything yet. But yeah, just sort of like waiting on Gemstones, working my day job still, because most actors still have a day job. Yep. Even the ones from television, like
they're working that day job.
Yeah. But that's fine. I got that 401k. You need that.
I I don't think I know many actors or producers or directors that don't have something else going on in their lives.
Exactly. Even though like the 1% of actors who are way up here have other gigs, it's like a hedge, in case that next role is down the line, that can happen for any reason, not because you're good or bad, but for any reason. So it just makes sense.
Oh yeah, because the world of film and television, you're actually unemployed most of the time, y'all.
Yeah.
That's good. Yep. That's also a good piece of advice for aspiring actors watching this. Don't quit your day job because have that bit of security. I mean, Tom Cruise is flying F-18s now, but he can't be doing that all the time. I'm sure he can own the Search of Scientology or whatever he's going to do, but he's still going to have a day job because it runs. It's being in the TV only lasts so long.
Yeah, and Kim K's going to law school. That's a thing.
That's right. It is a thing. That's a whole. Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
That's cool with me. I'm very impressed.
Get your law degree. Yeah.
Do it. All right, Val, my last wrap-up question for you, and I ask most of people that are from the Atlanta area, and you're doing auditions right now. I don't know if you can tell us, but are any of those auditions for a Marvel movie?
I absolutely cannot tell you that.
I try. I always try.
Tell you that. I can neither confirm nor deny literally anything.
I had to try. Everyone watching, I had to try. I try.
No. Oh my God. Casting would never call me in again.
No, they wouldn't.
Valyn who?
Yeah, exactly.
Marvel is the biggest secret. Like, no.
Yep.
Disney Marvel.
Can't say.
Can't mess with the machine.
You cannot. You don't mess with the mouse. Y'all.
You don't.
You do not mess with that mouse.
You don't mess with the mouse.
Okay.
No.
It will find you where you're sleeping and do things.
Yeah. Well, I meant, Walt Disney's brain is still alive in a factory somewhere calling the shots.
Yep.
So
that's
running the show.
His body is frozen, isn't it? Not a real
thing.
Well, I mean, come on. This whole interview is with weird people talking about weird things, and I embrace and you embrace it. So yeah, I think his body is cryogenically frozen somewhere.
I'm extremely gullible for how sarcastic I am, and I will believe that if you tell me. So I need you to tell me whether that's true or not.
100%. I think that's a real fact.
I've always heard it was true, and I believe it. I've always heard it was true. So right here, if you look from watching this interview, it is that Walt Disney's cryogenically frozen body is out there somewhere and ready to be in a robot brain. I don't know what, but
dang, rich people, man.
That's what it is.
Would you all freeze yourselves if that was
100%?
Look,
yes, absolutely.
I got mid-sized sedan money. I don't got freeze my brain money. Good for him.
That's frostbite. And that's just like my finger or my toes or something.
I've got cookout money, so I'm definitely not
right.
freezing.
Right.
You can't go outside when it's cold.
We always figure out how much money we have by like when we go out to brunch and if we can afford like the berries or the melons. Do you got berry money or do you got melon money? Because I got melon money. I can't afford them berries.
No.
Right? No. Exactly.
Like, I'll take Sunny D in my mimosas, please.
Yes, I will have the Sunny Demosa. I will have
Sunny
that.
Demosa. Yes, yeah. I'll have that. Yep. And half of a bagel. Valyn, this has been so great. We look forward to working with you, of course, at the Gemstones.
Absolutely.
In Charleston's awesome. Atlanta is also the place to be if you want to be in the film and television business. Thank you so very much, and thank you guys for watching and supporting Cloudy Sky Entertainment. It helps us. We've got day jobs, but this is what we want to do. This is what we have fun really doing, connecting with great guests like Valyn. And make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, so you can not miss any of this great fun content. And again, I'm Noah Drake Bell.
I'm Nerdy Dustin, and we'll see y'all next time.